All right. So while we wait for Francisca, some other people are also joining. So we have another Francisca on the call. Hi, it'll be Francisca. It's nice to see you share a name with our Francisca in house. Welcome,
Oh,
welcome everyone. All right, so I see that some people are also joining, which is a good one. Francisca, mic check. Are you ready?
mic check. Not yet.
Yes, I
Do
am.
you have some technical challenge?
Yes. Just a little, but I'm trying to fix it up.
Okay, so let me just pick it up from there for you.
Okay.
So I'll be sharing my screen very briefly, and I'll be telling you what data analytics is all about and what you need to look out for in this Python course. Please, if you can see my screen, please confirm that you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen, please?
No, we
No,
can't.
no, we can't. Okay, hold on.
Yes, we can.
All right, amazing. So once again, let me go over my introduction. Once again, let me go over the introduction. My name is Iremide, and I'm the founder of Data Analytics Elite. I have with me on this call Francisca. She's a project coordinator for all our training. And then I have also the facilitator on the call, who is Philip, and the mentor for our Python Academy, the person of Anatu. So if you are hearing me, please let's give the team a round of applause for the amazing job they are doing for putting together this training to serve our knowledge in data analytics. So who are we in Data Analytics Elite? We are a community of highly skilled data analysts who have gained the expertise and mastery in the technical and leadership skill needed to thrive in the data analytics industry. We are focused on mentoring aspiring data professionals who want to gain mastery in the data analytics tools, techniques, and technology. We believe in setting actionable learning goals while we hold you accountable to ensure that your learning goals are achieved. So for those that don't know, we're training Excel, we're training Power BI, we train Tableau, we train SQL, and then we train Python. And you know that Python is for those that are in the advanced level in their data analytics journey. So if you've learned Excel, Power BI, SQL, and you've been working with these two for a number of years, maybe 2 years preferably, then it's okay for you to upskill and learn Python. Right. However, that's not like a main criteria. If you feel that you are comfortable writing codes and then you love it, you want to do it, something that you're passionate about, please, why not? This course is also for you. So these are learning guide, and these are introduction, talk about why Python, the learning objective, the benchmark score for getting a DAELITE Python certificate, learning and accountability, the Python course outline, and your facilitator. So first, I'm giving the introduction. Python is a programming language renowned for its adaptability, readability, and broad applications. So why Python? Python is a general purpose programming language with a thriving community and extensive libraries that caters for various domains. Python's simplicity and versatility makes it an ideal language for beginners and an essential skill for professionals across industry. I think if you look at one of the programming language that is topping the chart when it comes to ease of use, simplicity, and also in the job market, Python is number one. Then after Python, we have JavaScript, Node.js, and the other one coming up, be native. So if you are in this class, you are in the right place. The skill you're about to get is transferable and can help you get a job of 6 figures in the tech industry. I say that again. If you know Python and you can write programs in Python, you earn in 6 figures, in millions of naira, or even in millions of dollars or whatever what currency for the skill level. But for beginners, you can actually earn about 1 million naira to 3 million naira as a beginner skill in Python. And as you begin to advance in your Python skill, you can begin to earn way more higher. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the Python course. This Python course is actually a course that is meant to span for 8 weeks. And then we are hoping that after this masterclass section, some of you want to go on the journey with us on this 8 weeks journey of learning Python, of going deeper and deeper and deeper. You know that you just don't learn a programming language in just one sitting and expect to just start writing code and knowing everything. So if you want that mentor, you want someone to guide you, you want someone to hold your hands, you want that community whereby you are that they push you to learn and they encourage you to set a learning goals and ensure that you achieve that learning goal, then DAELITES is a place for you. So this course is going to span for 8 weeks. If you are interested in continuing this course, right, the cost is just 50,000 naira and it's going to start from next week Sunday for the next 8 weeks. That is 2 months of learning just Python. And every day we have something we do called the 30 minutes daily learning. So we give you a platform where you learn all things in Python and then you give us a summary of your learning on our WhatsApp platform. And also you have a mentor that will be assigned to you, someone that you can reach out to anytime to say, okay, I tried this code, and I got into an error, and the person will create time to look at your code base and then show you what you are missing out or what you didn't do correctly. So if this is for you, let's get started. Once you register, the course, the student handouts will be shared with you. And this is your facilitator for now and for the 8 weeks. Philip has been working as a data analyst for over 2 years, specializing in relational database, Python programming, and data visualization. He excels at uncovering insight that guides data-informed decision. Currently, Philip is a vital member of Road Preppers technology team, contributing expertise in database analysis, tracking key performance indicators, and providing insight for informed decision making. He is eager to share his skill with others. Philip is actively engaged in enhancing his e-learning development skills. His goal is to help businesses properly integrate data analytics and cutting-edge technology to develop tailored solutions for strategic decision making. Philip enjoys developing solutions. He likes to collaborate with professionals who are dedicated to data-driven insight. If you are inspired by Philip and you want to be the next Philip, you want to be as skilled as Philip, even more than that, can we just give Philip a round of applause for the amazing job that he has done building his career and building himself? Like I said, this program is going to span for the next 8 weeks. So if you are ready to take up Python for the next 8 weeks, that is 2 months, then after this class, a link will be dropped and then you can join the WhatsApp community and then we'll pick it up from there. So from next week, we'll have our class and the cost is 50,000 naira. However, if you can't pay at once, it's fine. We give you the grace to pay twice, so you can split payment twice. You can pay 25,000 naira now and then you pay the remaining 25,000 naira by the end of the month. Yeah, so that's all about me and Philip and the course you're about to take. I can see some people answer raised. Do you have a question before we move to the next on the agenda? Obi, Francisca, Rume, Anatu, your hands are raised. Is there a question? Is there a question? All right, okay. So I guess your hands are raised by mistake. That's fine. That's fine. So right now we want to test your knowledge in Python. Don't fret about it, right? We just want to we actually encourage people to learn, right? So we just want to know what level you are. The questions are going to be as basic as possible. Is nothing to fret about, but we are here to learn. And one way that we learn is by testing our knowledge, by testing our skills, by testing ourselves, right, with various questions. And if you be joining our classes, every time we come for classes, we always test our knowledge. You know, we always have quizzes to do before the class starts, so that actually engineers us to know to ask some questions that are intelligent, right? Yeah. So right now, I'll hand over to Anatu. Anatu, are you ready? Anatu, are you ready with the quiz? You can please drop the link for the quiz. Mic check, Francisca.
Hold on. I think. Okay, it's. I do not. I think. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Yes,
can hear
Anatu.
you.
Can anyone hear me? Okay.
Is the quiz ready?
I think Philip. No, no, it's not. Can we just have a few minutes?
All right, okay. So we can have it before the end of the class then. We can have this thing
Before
before
the
the end of
session
the class.
ends.
Yes. All right, Philip, please, you can come on stage. You have the floor now. Please, let's put our hands together for Philip.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Remedy. I really appreciate the introductions. And yes, indeed,
Yeah, we
welcome
can't see your
everyone.
face.
Oh, okay. Can you see my face now?
Yes, we can. Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. Good evening, everyone. So, like we all know, this is a Python masterclass, and just like Remedy has stated, Python is an advanced software that provides more advanced solutions for data analysis and helps to create more better solutions compared to spreadsheet applications. So I would like to share my screen now. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I themed this one going beyond spreadsheets. So Python provides an advanced solution to data-related problems. So I've worked in a role of, I've worked as a data analyst for 2 years, actively involved in analyzing data in spreadsheets, particularly with Google Sheets. And I've also worked with SQL and Python. I've worked on projects where I had to combine my skills in both Excel, SQL, and Python. And I would say that Python has been more better, particularly with handling large data sets. So my slide here, I'll be just going through what we've heard already. What's Python, the demand for Python professionals, Python's popularity, why choose Python over Excel and SQL, then applications of Python in various fields, then why choose Data Elite Academy. So I get to share my own experience of why I decided to join the project in DAELITES. And we'll be looking at debunking misconceptions about coding. Then we have 1 or 2 questions with answers. Then I get to show us a real-world case study of an e-commerce marketing analysis, which I worked on some time ago. So what is Python? It's a versatile and beginner-friendly programming language used for web development, data analysis, machine learning, and more. I've not gone deeper into data science, but I'm sure Hanatu can share various insightful resources regarding machine learning with Python. My core has been on data analysis because I work with a company that handles traffic data. So we basically explore data sets that has to do with traffic and find faults, correct, and that's what we do using Python mostly to solve our problems. Now, the demand for Python professionals. So data is a very wide field. Data science has to be the top. That when you go deeper, involving statistics, regression analysis, various kinds of fields, various kinds of programs, projects you have to work on to become a fully certified data scientist. So from my own opinion, data analysis is the beginning stage of the use of Python for everyone, because Python is a field that's more popular for data analysis. So anyone coming into Python, they first of all get a grasp of what data analysis is in Python. Then when you want to specialize, you can then come up to data engineer. This is where you focus on handling and managing databases, pipelines, ensuring that your connection to the server and the front end is well secured and all that. Then the data scientist, where you have to create models, make predictions. So the field of data, especially for Python professionals, is vast, and there's high demand for professionals in this who use Python. So like I said before, I've worked with on projects where I have to combine these skills, and I'll tell you again that Python is powerful so that you can use any day, anytime. Python is so important that Excel included a feature that it has Python. So you can see even Excel too know the importance of Python. They have added a feature that you can use Python in Excel. Then we want to compare how Excel, SQL, and Python differ. So while working with on projects that I have to work on with spreadsheets, I found out that Excel has some limitations with large data sets. Sometimes your Excel program can crash, and if you don't have a good backup system, your data and all the queries you've saved will be lost. And SQL is not designed for complex data analysis or visualizations. So you can't actually see the patterns, the outputs you create or from your queries in SQL. But Python offers a more powerful libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib for efficient data manipulation, analysis, and visualization. So that's what Python offers you. So if you are seeking optimal results, maybe you've learned Excel or SQL and you want to create real value, you want to find ease with data analysis or with any project at all that has to do with data, I will recommend Python, and that is why we are having this masterclass. So everyone who is considering what to do next, I would say Python is your next bet. So it has various softwares, various tools, libraries which you can use to achieve the results you want. And if you check most job descriptions, you may not have, although companies specify the kind of tools they want, but it will be a great advantage on your own end to have Python as an added advantage because you get to solve critical problems. For instance, you may work in an organization where they require just Excel for their basic tasks, but there are some tasks you want to complete that Excel cannot do that, and that's where Python comes in handy. So you don't want to miss the opportunity to learn Python and upskill in that area. Now, applications of Python in various fields. So we have number one, small and medium enterprises. So these SMEs need to streamline their operations, automate tasks, and gain valuable insight from data. So in this part of the world where we have so many SMEs, but we don't really take data collection serious and data management very serious. So SMEs is the most popular industry or the most popular field that Python can be applied into to manage operations and automate tasks. You can't believe that even to schedule deliveries, invoices, and other little tasks that needs to be done by the SME, they have to go through a lot of stress doing things manually. So Python will help you if you have an interest in helping SMEs in solving problems. Secondly, we have logistics. So to optimize delivery routes, predict demand, and improve efficiency. So this is another field where Python is very, very important, where Python has been applied and is being applied on a regular basis. And then we have algorithms. And the last but not the least, there are many other fields, one which is cyber security. So you get to analyze security data, detect threats and frauds, and build secure systems. So Python is vast, and these four are not just the end. There are many other fields you can apply, even in education, in government, anything you can think of. Python is always there to give you that cutting edge advantage over Excel and SQL. Why choose DAELITES Academy? So from my own personal research, so I've seen proven track record of providing high quality training programs in data analysis with a focus on Python, SQL, Tableau, Power BI, and Excel. I'm amazed by the number of people who give or who share their testimonies about the successes they've recorded. And I would say that has been the major motivating factor for me to also come to share my knowledge and experience in teaching those who are interested in learning Python as well. So if you are thinking of anywhere to go or anywhere to register for a course, don't look anywhere else, just focus on DAELITES Academy, and I assure you that you get the best. And secondly is on the post-training support. You agree with me that most online courses you take, you barely have a follow-up from the organizers of that course or the course creators. So that's one thing most training organizations lack, is post-training support. You take a course, and if you are not that kind of person who is as serious and has a goal towards achieving your vision, you might end up stopping halfway or abandoning your goal. So with these post-training support, learners, or if you register, you get to get mentorship and guidance to help you become a successful data analyst. And if you intend to advance into the data science aspect, create regression models and anything you can think of, So Data Analytics Academy is the best place to be. I'm saying this because I've also seen the testimonies and feedbacks from users. I on my own have also trained people on Python and other softwares, and I would say that what people really need is this post-training support. And this post-training support comes with a customized learning. You get to learn based on your needs, what actually you really want help for. So, like I say, Data Analytics Academy is the best place to go. And then debunking misconceptions about coding. Coding is not magic. Now, if you are new here and you are wondering what Python is all about, do you have to be writing a lot of science, language, symbols, and all that? So it's not the magic, it's not magic, it's a logical skill that can be learned with practice. So if you will register today, by next week, I promise you that you enjoy the classes, even if you've attended Python classes before. And I can show you, I can show you that you love the Python class you'll be getting from us, because we are going to be using real world scenario examples, simple. You know, one of the problems that most courses have is that they just throw in the general content. For instance, if you graduated with, if you have a background in let's say administration, perhaps you studied public administration, and you take a course in one of these online platforms, the examples you'll be given will be in finance, will be in fields that you are not familiar with. But learning from Data Analytics Academy, you get examples that you can relate with, and it will help you to understand why it is important, why Python is the best programming language. Now, you don't need to be a math genius. So basic mathematical knowledge is sufficient for most data analysis tasks, particularly with Python. So it's a user-friendly language, and you want to register and see for yourself. So I'm promising you that you are going to enjoy the Python class when you register. And at this point, I'll stop for questions or additions before we move to the next part. Are there questions? Okay, someone asked, why Google Sheets instead of spreadsheets? So when you say spreadsheet, both Google Sheets and Excel are spreadsheets. But the advantage of Excel is that it has other features. For instance, I'm not sure if anyone has tried to analyze more than one table of data sets before. Let's say you have about 100 data sets and you want to analyze them all together. So both Excel and Google Sheets have their own advantages. So Excel can help you to analyze about any amount of tables you want to analyze. Meanwhile, Google Sheet was developed to help with collaboration. So you can easily connect to the cloud, you can easily connect to Google Colab. You can do a lot of stuff with Google Sheet. And the solutions for Google Sheet, you don't have to write so many, you don't have to look around for so many steps. So if you had to conduct or perform some operations in Excel in Google Sheet makes it easier, makes calculations easy, makes formulas easy to locate and all that. So that would be another topic for another day, but they both have their own advantages. But for me, I prefer working with Google Sheet most of the time. That is because of the kind of job I do. We basically rely on Google Sheets because it connects to the cloud and for easy collaboration. Do we have any other question? Okay, Oladi Pupa. You can go on with your question.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, in Python, while working on the data set and it's not that easy, because you won't be seeing your what's it called, the data set. So how easy does it get, working on something they cannot see? Did you get the question?
No, please restate your question.
Okay, while working in Excel, for example, so
yes,
you can be seeing your tables in rows and columns, you understand, in cells. So, but
yes.
in Python, it seems one can't have access to visual representation of the. Well, I'm not talking about visualization now. I'm talking about the real data sets in its format, probably in what's it called, from where it's coming from. It's not in rows and columns. For example, you can't see it. It's actually in rows and columns from where it's coming from, but you can't see it. You can't see it at the same time while working on it. You don't know what's it called, where this is. So how does it get easy?
Okay, thank you for that question. So you are talking about seeing the table, working with three-line table. So Python has a library called pandas. So pandas helps you to visualize your data sets. Let me move to this tab. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see. Yes.
So you are talking about having something like this, like a spreadsheet table.
Yes, that's all.
Yes, we are currently in Google Colab, and Python has a feature where you can use a library called pandas. This pandas helps you to quickly see a summary of your tables, analyze data quickly. So you won't say that Python doesn't show you. It all depends on the library you use or the kind of analysis you are working with. So as you can see on my screen here, this is a sample data set. And the advantage of working with Python, for instance, here, if this table here will contain about, let's say, 50,000 rows of data sets. Now, if you try to open that in Excel, I'm sure if your system is not having a let's say enough RAM to open that data set, you might encounter some challenges with visualizing and scrolling up through that data. But Python has so many collaborations, and what do I call it now? Google Colab is one of them. So you get to view your data set and see visualizations, as you can see on my screen. And all these visualizations are what you can export into other visualization software such as Power BI and Tableau. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
Thanks, George. Let's say it's answered some part of it. What I'm trying to say is this, while working with the data, you can display the format in which the data is structured. So
yes,
what I'm saying is this: after writing that line of code, that line of code, then you move on to the next line. When there will be a time when you won't see the data. For example, okay, no, don't, please scroll down a bit. That's okay. So, for example, you can't see the data on this screen again like this.
yes.
The arrangement of data. I understand that Python is very, very good. I'm saying, how does it get easy? We really have to memorize the structure of the data while working on it. You don't understand, because someone that has working with for probably Excel and Power BI or Tableau for a couple of months, it may not be easy for them. How does it get easy?
Now it gets easy when the task you want to perform gets complex. For example, Python helps you to transform data in ways you cannot imagine. So it gets easy when the task at hand becomes complex. For example, if you need to reshuffle the table, you can do group by here. For instance, this table can group data by certain columns and all that. So it becomes easy when the task at hand is too complex for Excel to handle. So that's where Python comes in handy for you. Don't worry. As once you register, we will share with you other ways. In fact, there are many ways, many solutions, many AI solutions that you can use and apply, and you see that Python will complement a lot of things you know in Excel. So just have it in your mind that Python is advanced solution to what you know already in Excel. And I assure you, if you work in any organization that requires Excel, I tell you, a time will come where you'll be given a task that will require some mad data transformation and data cleaning. And I tell you, you'll be glad that you took this course in Python. So I hope to see you in class next Sunday.
All right, thanks, Doctor. I so much appreciate the answer. I'm very grateful.
Welcome. Yes, someone said most company requirements is Excel. Yes, that's true. That's true because it assumes that for you to be a data analyst, you must have gone through Excel, and which is why Data Analytics Academy have prepared that as the first course you have to go to in the roadmap. If you check the roadmap, Excel is the first course you have to go through. But I tell you, yes, I can share the slide. So, but I tell you, if you really want to advance in your data analysis skill, you don't want to stop at Excel. Congratulations if you've learned Excel already. But for the purpose of upskilling and advancing your data analysis skill in order to solve complex problems, you just have to take this Python course. You just have to register. And I can assure you that you will get the best value for your money. Now, Joshua said some prefer Power BI because it's quite easy to analyze data and also track your data and also give you what you are looking for. Yes, some prefer Power BI. So that's for business intelligence analysis. When we use Python, you want to solve a problem. Python helps you to create solutions, actually. Python helps you to be free to create solutions that no one has ever created before. You can create dashboards with Excel, with Python. So Python helps you to be creative. You can write a formula now. You can think of something and do it in Python and to be your own creation. Most of the plugins we have on Google Sheets, Microsoft, are all some of those examples that you can use your knowledge in Python to also complete. So is there any other question? Is this the first class? Yes, this is the first class just to introduce us to what Python is all about and to get us to register for the next class when we begin fully. So this is a Python Masterclass. So is there any other question before we move to the next class?
Hi, Philip. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for that. I just want to know what platform will you be teaching? Is it Visual Studio or Jupyter?
Okay. For our training, you will have to learn how to write scripts. From your. Okay. In our training, we'll be including a topic in GitHub and uploading files to your GitHub profile. So you will need VS Code as one tool that helps you to write scripts from your local digs and upload them to GitHub. And we also be using Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab for classes.
And you mentioned it, Google Colab. Is it the is it the free to use?
Yes, Google Colab. One thing about Python has so many solutions where you don't have to pay. Like Google Colab is a free platform. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to install any software.
Okay,
Just
okay.
type in
Is it very user friendly?
It's user friendly, yeah, just like your pandas.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, it is free. Google Colab is free. Yeah, the class is an intensive 8-week intensive class. So if there's no questions for now, collab.research.
Hi, mic check, Philip.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't want. I don't. Are you done with your slide?
No, not yet.
Okay, can we have like a little break?
All right.
Okay, so I just want to come in here very quickly for those that joined in late. I've dropped in the WhatsApp group for those that want to continue this class session. Like you want to go deeper into Python, you want to know how to use Google Colab, how to write a Python syntax, and everything. That's the WhatsApp group. I just dropped the link for the WhatsApp group. I said the course cost 50,000 naira, and then we are starting next week Sunday for the next 8 weeks. It's an intensive class session, but all you learn is about Python, how to code in Python for data analysis, and all your code should be pushed to GitHub in order for you to have something to show to recruiter of what you have been doing over the last 8 weeks. So it's going to be an intensive class session. So I want those that are interested to just click on the link right now. Click on the WhatsApp link. I will drop it again. Just click on the link and join the WhatsApp group, and then we'll continue other communication. I said the cost is 50,000 naira. However, we are giving everyone the grace to pay twice, right? So you can split payment into 2 times. You pay the first one now, which is 25,000 naira. And by the end of the month, your balance of the remaining 25,000 naira. If you have any issue or any concern, I will be in the WhatsApp group. You can send me a personal DM, and then we can talk about, any issue that you might have. Maybe you want to join the class, but you don't have up to that amount and the likes. We can always address all those issues personally with me or with Francisca. All right. So having said that, Philip, you can continue with your training. The quiz is now ready. So when you are done, Philip, please alert me so that I can drop the link for the quiz. All right, where will the class hold? The class is holding virtually, and it's going to be on Google Meet just like this. All right, so we interact the same way we are interacting right now. It's going to be on Google Meet. All right, Philip, over to you.
All right, thank you. Someone has a question, please.
So, hi, Philip.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Wisdom.
Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry, I don't know, maybe you saw I dropped a question on the chat segment rather. So I was asking, like, what's the breakdown? Like, what's like the tools you were working? Which one are we starting first with? Is it Python or Excel or how exactly?
This is pure Python. We are working with only Python.
Okay. All right. So
have you taken courses in Excel and SQL?
Come again.
Have you taken the Excel course and the course in SQL?
Yes, actually. I was actually hoping going deeper into probably Excel and then later to some other SQL and the rest. That's why I asked.
Okay.
Because like somebody said, most industries and firms, they always want people who are equipped, or should I say, have knowledge about Excel. I started a personal training on Excel, but like I said, I just started, so I haven't gone far.
Okay.
That's why I asked him.
All right. The class is for Python, which we are starting next week. But we can reach out to you later on regarding other concern you may have with the lesson. Okay, you can go on.
Mic check, Philip. Can I quickly speak on that? So if you are still learning Excel, I don't think you coming to Python is like the right choice right now. I would suggest that you focus on the Excel and then get good with Excel to a point, because Excel is like the foundation of data analytics generally. And if you don't get Excel right, you coming to Python is like you jumping several steps. So just focus on that Excel. You can always come back to the Python class. This is not the only class we'll have this year. So maybe the next cohort, you might be fully ready to now take the Python course. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Erin. That's why I asked, what's the breakdown like? Which are we starting first with? So I was thinking probably we'll start with Excel before we advance to other ones. But thank you very much.
Oh no, okay. We don't do those crossover you have from Excel, Power BI. No, because everyone is in different level in data analytics. You don't expel someone that is skilled in Excel, Power BI, SQL, and wants to learn just Python to start all over from Excel. Right, so you have to start from the Excel and then move to Power BI and then you move. So Python is like really at the advanced level for those that are already data analysts. Like I mentioned, if you've been a data analyst for, let's say, 2 years and above, right, and then you've been working with Excel, you work with Power BI, you work with SQL, and then you feel you want to upskill, then I feel Python is the right place, is the right thing for you to do. But if you've not done that, or you've not really had experience, especially working with Excel and Power BI, I don't think the next thing you should be doing right now is Python. Because Python is really for the advanced level. I won't say because we want you in our course, then I will not like really guide you properly. I feel that you having the right guidance is very much important. So Excel program costs 50,000 naira. We started a session last week, but then you can no longer join the session. But the next session for Excel will be in April. So I don't know if you are in our community platform. If you're in our community platform, then you find all information about Excel there. So I don't know, do you see the link to our community platform? Bestone. Okay. All right, so the link will be shared on the group. I think Francisca can share that very quickly. Richmond will have you as a last question so that we can go back to our learning for the Python Masterclass. Yes, Richmond, you have the floor.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I wanted to note or ask, because I heard you say you start next Sunday. I wanted to know, how is it just a Sunday thing, or it's something you do even within the week? Yes, I heard you say
Yes,
virtual.
yeah, so all our classes are on Google Meet, and we have classes on Sundays. And the reason why is because most people that we train are working from Monday to Saturdays, and Sunday is the only time that they have, to rest and then digest the information that we have to give. Python, it's not that difficult, but then it needs you to be like in a relaxed mind for you to be able to absorb the information or the teaching that we have to give to you. So classes will be on Sundays by 3 p.m. just as we are right now in class. But then for Monday to Saturday, we have other activities that will be given to you. Other activities that will be given to you, to aid your learning in Python. Like I said, we are a community and then we hold your hand. Our goal is at the end of these 8 weeks, you will know Python to the point that you can also transfer that knowledge, meaning that you can teach somebody else what you have learned. So we walk you through. Every day you have like a daily learning commitment that you have to do for 30 minutes every day. So we will guide you, we'll tell you what to learn, and then we'll be tracking your learning progress as you do that. If you also join our Python listing, aside our certification, you'll be writing 2 global certification in Python, 2 global certificates recognized all over the world. You write the Python basics and Python in the intermediate with us if you would be going in for the Python course. But then if you've not really done Excel, like the foundation of data analytics, I won't advise you, taking the Python class, because at some point you might feel lost. But then if you've taken Excel at least, then you can actually take the Python class. You'll be ready to take the Python class. And then you also be ready. Like I said, Python is something that if you should know Python, for the Nigerian market as a data analyst, Python is not like a major requirement. But if you are really skilled in Python, you can actually get remote jobs outside of Nigeria. You can get remote jobs in the UK, US, Canada. And then, you can actually earn in 6 figures comfortably. And then we also have, there's some people that I have worked on their university project. They are schooling in Canada, UK, US, learning data science. And then, they actually have a project in Python. So we help them do their assignment, and we know how much we charge. We charge nothing less than 500K just to do some assignment for some people. So that's how much you can earn comfortably if you are skilled in Python. So Python opens the door, for you to break into the global world, get other jobs, comfortably at the comfort of your own.
Okay, sorry, let me just ask this last question. First of all, I want to know, is there something like a continue? Do you help out in getting these jobs after learning the Python, learning Python? Yeah. Do you give, what should I put it? Do you outsource more like outsourcing thing? Do you do it? And the other question is, yeah, when are you starting the next course that has to do with Excel? I've done Excel before and I've started Python, but I've not gone that far in Python. I'm still on it. But the Excel now has been a while, so it's a bit, I would say it's rough. I would say I just need to even go over it again. So it's I wanted to know if you would be starting the Excel all over soon, or is something you have another class for it.
Yeah, so Excel will be starting, because we started Excel last week, like I said. Excel will be starting all over soon in April. We've not set the date yet because we currently have a class in session that is new. So until those people are done, we can have another Excel cohort. But the next cohort will definitely be in April. So you can join our community group. The information will be posted there. Excel costs 50,000 Naira, and it's a 4 weeks intensive training in Excel. Right. I think you asked another question. I hope I didn't miss.
Yeah, about if you do after the class
outsourcing, yes. So the thing is, after your training with us, we have another program you move to called Build Project with DAELITES. So after you are done learning Python, we move you to the Build Project with DAELITES, whereby you build project monthly with a skill. And this project can be added to your portfolio, right? And this project will be done with other people that are also skilled in Python. So when you add this project to your portfolio, once your group emerge as the best, using Python to, communicate the insight from particular data, we have another program called the SMEs. So we partner with a lot of SMEs in Nigeria. And the idea is these SMEs can't afford the service of a data analyst. However, we know that data is very important now for individuals and for organizations. So since they cannot afford the service of a data analyst, the people that we've trained, we prove that they are skilled. We've tested them through the Build project and they are skilled. We merge them, we give them out to an SME, to go and then intern with that SME, for a period of at least 3 months. So that way you are going, we are also giving like a real life scenario, a real life organization, where you are also imparting the skill that you've learned into, right? So these SMEs might not be able to pay you the kind of money that you want, but then it opens the door for you in the way that once you are able to have real life experience, when you have other interviews or when you get other job openings, you can comfortably talk about your skills, and the things that you have done this is not just talking about projects, but then talking about how you've impacted an organization and things, and it's easier for you to now communicate your values and your service offering, what you'll be doing for the organization that is trying to employ you. Did I answer your question, Richmond?
Okay, that's fair enough. There are more questions, like you said, I would find from the community or something. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. So the community link has been dropped. So right now, I think Philip can go continue with the class. I'll come back again once the class has ended, and then we'll have our quiz, and then any other question that you have, we'll also sort it out. So also, I'll also drop the link again for the Python group. So if you want to continue with the Python class, join that group, and then we'll continue this class from there. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Over to you, Philip.
All right. Okay. So in this second part of my presentation, I just wanted to walk us through what it means to work with Python relating to real-world projects. So here on my screen is a real-world case study, e-commerce marketing analysis. So most SMEs, like we all know, most organizations gather data a lot, particularly in the area of sales and marketing. So I just want to walk us through a scenario of an analysis of an e-commerce pet retail company who has made a marketing campaign and collected data through that campaign. So they want to identify trends, optimize their ad spend, and improve customer acquisition. So most organizations really need help. They have data, but they need data professionals such as you, someone who wants to learn Python now. So they need you to help them understand the kind of data they collect. You won't believe me that most organizations collect data, but they don't know how to use it. But the knowledge that you are getting from this course will help you to apply your Python knowledge together with other skills that you have in a real world business scenario. What I have here on my screen is analyze e-commerce marketing campaign. So for a business called Inu and Nego. So it's a project I worked on some time ago. So I just want to walk us through 4 approaches to analyze data to help this company make better decisions in the future. So Python, like every other data analysis software, is just the core of any data analytic software or skill you want to acquire is to help businesses, help you make better decisions in the future. That's why data is important. That's why we collect data. So this company is a pet supply and service company that has recently launched an e-commerce site and conducted a marketing campaign. So every organization you want to work for or work with, they have a problem. For this company, what products should be prioritized for increased stocking at the beginning of the 3rd quarter of 2024? And how can we achieve a 100% sales increase by the end of the 4th quarter of 2024 in cities with sales below $2,000? So don't be scared with all this grammar. It just boils down to the normal research you do in school. This is just a problem statement, and you see how Python can be used to address this problem. So like every other business, they have a problem, how to increase sales, how to get customers to return. So they have data. So your job basically is just to help them use Python to answer their questions. So I'm boss with all these figures, all these write-ups. So what I'm doing here are just asking hypothetical questions about the problem. So if they sell a product, you may want to ask which product should be stocked more frequently. So after your analysis, that's where you get your answer. Now, how can a 100% increase in sales be achieved? So it all boils down to analysis. So you will be getting how this works in the course of our program. So Python helps you to do a lot of things, helps you to, now these visualizations were gotten from the analysis I conducted in Python. So you can see I combined it with Tableau. So you see how Python helps you to get, there are some results you may not be able to get with large data sets. For instance, you can see this is 7K, this is 4K. If you are to analyze this in Excel, you now look at this side. Okay, this side talks about 7K rows. So if you add up all these, you are getting close to 20,000 rows of data sets, which might not be feasible to analyze in Excel. So that's why Python is very important. So even if you work, or even if companies say their basic requirement is Python, you have an edge by learning Python. Learning Python will give you an edge. So this is just one of the visualization. Others, so what you can do in most data visualization softwares can be done in Python as well. So there's one of the problems, or one of the answers you want to give to their question is to know which customers are returning and what you need to do to retain them. So in front of you here is what we call cohort analysis. Now, not every software can do this, but Python can help you do this with code that you can read and understand. So this is cohort analysis showing the frequency of customers who return. In your screen here, this 100% here are those who came in the first month. So in the second month, only 12% came back. The third month, 12% came back. And so you get to understand how to answer most of these business questions once you register for the course. So this is one of a portfolio project you can build, and you can also use in your job search and other freelancing job you might want to do in the future. Yes, every analysis you do, you must have recommendations as well. So what you have in your screen here is a portfolio project that you can showcase to your customers after you've done your analysis. So this is one way you can present your findings. This is one way you can communicate your findings as well after doing your analysis in Python. So that brings me to the end of my session. So I'll be expecting questions if there are any. Thank you. Okay, so Remedy, I'm done with my presentation. I think we should have the next item. Hello, my check. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Does anyone have any other question to ask? It promises to be a powerful session, and I'll be looking forward to see more of us next Sunday, so we get to dive into Python.
Hello, I have a question,
Yes.
sir.
All right, sir.
Yeah, when I was very much distracted when one of our co-hosts is talking about. I think it's Frank Abi. He's talking about how much will cost us for the registration for the Python. I don't know if can you still go over it, please? Yeah?
Okay.
Okay,
how much does it cost?
50,000 naira to register for the Python class. Yes, 50,000 naira.
So we'll get to know everything about Python.
Yes, you get to know
Yes.
everything you need to know about Python.
Okay, what of SQL?
So we have SQL Academy, we have Power BI Academy, and we have Excel Academy. So this is for the Python Academy. So here you learn just Python and everything concerning Python. So if you want to learn SQL, then you have to pay for the SQL Academy with us, and then you learn everything about SQL and what you need to know about SQL. Same with Power BI and Excel.
Okay, and there's no discount at all for this?
Discount. Okay, so after the class, you can reach out and then we can further discuss about that.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, and then we can break down why the 50,000 is a very good price.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Ray, are you still there? Okay, so I'm sharing my screen very fast.
All right, mic check. I heard my name.
Okay, we're done. We're waiting for the link. So I was about to share
All right,
my...
the link is coming in right now.
Okay, great.
Just a minute. A minute, please. They will just test our knowledge. Please, you guys to join this thing so that we can all see our score.
How do
Okay.
we join? How do we?
All right, I'll send the meeting link. Can you guys confirm you can see the meeting link? You can see the link. There's not a meeting link, the quiz link. Waiting for
Yes.
participants.
So everyone, the link to the quiz is on the chat box here. So just look on your chat box. You see a link sent. Just join the quiz. It's not something very tedious. We just want to know your proficiency level from 0, 1 to 10, and then how we can serve you better.
All right, I have 6 people. We have more than 6 in this class. We have about 23 of us. So I'm expecting more people to join. I'm dropping the link again. All right, I can see 9 of us, 9 people, 10. I have 13 more to go. Please, let's do that in 1 minute. By 4:15, we'll get started with the quiz. Please, we have 1 more minute. If you are joining us, just do that in 1 minute. If you have any challenge, please let us know. We have 12 people. If you have any challenge, please let us know. But in 1 minute, we are getting started with the quiz. All right, we are 13, 14, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Augustine, your hand is raised. Augustine, do you have a challenge?
No, not really. On what? On the Python?
No, your hand is raised. All right, so for
Okay.
those that have joined, we are starting the quiz right away. Okay, some people are still joining. I'm waiting for a few people. I think we are waiting for Philip and TA, Osmart, Barry White. Okay, Barry White. We are waiting for Barry White. Amazing. Congratulations. Please, I need to screenshot this before it goes away. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. I think the first person we have is Abdul Malik, second person Oyinye, third person Oluwashil. Well done, well done. And a couple of you also have 100% mastery. For those that didn't have it all, it's fine. This is your first class, and there's always, room for improvement. Yes, the quiz is based on you getting it right and then also the fastest finger. Thank you very much for coming to our DAELITE Python Masterclass. So once again, for those that will be joining, I will drop the link right now. I'm dropping the link right now for the Python class so that you can join the WhatsApp link and then we can continue the conversation from there. Right, so the class is starting. So we've just done our introductory class. If you are coming to class next week, we are no longer doing introductory, but then we are getting down to the main thing. We'll be opening our is it VS Code we are using now or Jupyter Notebook, and then we'll start writing some basic code from next week. So if you'll be joining the WhatsApp group link, it has just been posted. I'm doing that right away. Kindly join us. Click on the link, join the group, and then let's keep up the conversation from there. Thank you very much for spending your time to come for DAELITE, the Python Masterclass. The Python class is starting next week and it's going to be for 8 weeks. If you have any question, please, now the floor is opened. We have to end this session in 10 minutes because the class is for 1 hour, 30 minutes. So we have to end the session in 10 minutes. If you have any question, please, you have the floor. Thank you. Is there any question, please?